All right, so now let's move to section 2 of this exam entitled Advanced Circuits. And the first question, question 2.1, asks, how do you merge the left-hand side here, LHS, and the right-hand side, RHS, circuits to form this final circuit? So we're being asked if we have this circuit with 5 qubits here on the left and this circuit with 2 qubits here on the right, what type of command do we need to run to generate this final circuit where, as you can see, the right hand side circuit has been added to the left hand side circuit? And we're given some options here. So first, let's go ahead and from Qiskit import quantum circuit, and then let's generate the circuit. So let's do the left hand side circuit is equal to quantum circuit where we have 5 qubits and we have let's see, we have a T gate on qubit 0, and then a Hadamard gate on qubit 1, and then a CX gate between qubits 0 and 2, and then a CX gate between qubits 1 and 4. And let's go ahead and draw that circuit, and let's make sure that it looks the same as what we were given here. Yep, that's correct. And now let's generate our right hand side circuit, and that one, as we saw, it only has 2 qubits, and it was composed of a CX gate between qubit 0 and qubit 1, and then an S Dagger gate on qubit 0. And then let's go ahead and draw that circuit as well. So here we have it. So now that we have these 2 circuits, let's take a look at our options here. So the first one is this append method. So if we go to the Qiskit documentation for quantum circuit append, we can see here that this method appends one or more instructions to the end of the circuit, modifying the circuit in place. And it takes as inputs the instruction, which is the circuit we want to append, and then the qubits to which we want to attach this instruction. Now we see this method also returns a handle to the instruction that was added. So this method does not return a quantum circuit, but returns the instruction that is being added. So let's go ahead and you know, let's assume that we don't understand very well how this works. So let's just for fun say, okay, we're gonna generate a final circuit. Let's just call it final equal to, and let's say that to the left hand side circuit we want to append this right hand side circuit. And what we're going to see is that this is going to give us an error, and specifically the error is that for the qubit argument we didn't specify anything. So from the documentation we knew that we needed to specify the qubits on which we want to append this right hand side circuit to the left hand side. So that was on qubits 0 and 1. So if we see here, this circuit was appended on qubits 0 and 1. But furthermore, this instruction does really not return a circuit. What it does is appends this RHS to this LHS, so LHS gets modified. So if we really wanted this to work and generate a new circuit out of this, what we would have to do is first we will have to create a copy of our LHS circuit. So let's do LHS copy, and then to this final circuit we will do append RHS and then specify the qubits that we want this RHS circuit to be appended on. And now if we draw that final circuit, we can see that we in fact were able to append the circuit correctly. Now, as you can see, since this was treated as an instruction, we're not seeing the gates directly. It actually generated a gate with the RHS circuit inside. So if we wanted to see the final circuit with all its gates, we'll have to decompose this and then draw it, as we can see here. Now, obviously, this means that this is not the correct answer because this requires to include the qubits. So now let's take a look at this combine function. So if we go to Qiskit's documentation for combine, for this combine method, the first thing we notice is that this has been deprecated. So it's no longer valid, and we can still use it. It's still available in the latest version of Qiskit. So we can still go here and see what happens if we try to do something like, for example, QC final equal to QC LHS that combine QC RHS. What we get here is an error that first it tells us that it's been deprecated, but also it says that the circuits are not compatible. The registers of the two circuits are different. So this combine method requires for the two circuits to have the same register values. So obviously this is not the right answer either. This combine method. So lastly, let's take a look at compose. So if we go to the documentation, we see that compose composes a circuit with another circuit or instruction, and what it returns is the compose circuit. So this seems to probably be the right way to implement this. So if we now go and do final equal, and then again LHS compose RHS, and then let's draw that final circuit, we can see that we get the answer we wanted. So the answer to this question is 3, compose. Now there's this fourth option of using this plus sign to combine the circuit. So we can also go ahead and see what happens if we try that out. So let's say we want to do final equal LHS plus RHS, and then final dot draw. What we're going to see here is that this method of using this plus sign has also been deprecated, but in addition to that, it gives us an error, and the error says that the circuits are not compatible because the registers are not the same. So this plus sign seems to be syntactic sugar for the combine method. So it was an easy way to combine circuits with the same registers. So this has been deprecated.